working behind, ensuring everything that is required with regard to a program like this, or infrastructure, all other things. Our very own Father Ronnie Lewis. Welcome to you, Father, to this Father. We then have the Dr. Babu, Dr. Tripura, Mr. Prakash, Dr. Shailaja, and Dr. Prashant, heads of the departments of Commerce and Management, Language, Computer Science, Humanities, and Journalism and Mass Communication, PG. Your dedication and your commitment is truly, truly appreciated. And I, on behalf of the management, would like to again reiterate how amazing you are, how committed, how dedicated, how loyal you are. 26. My warmest welcome to the parents of the graduating students, parents, guardians, brothers, sisters, relatives, all those wonderful guests who have joined us this day to celebrate this important milestone of your children. On behalf of St. Paul's College, thank you for the trust that you have placed in us. Thank you for helping us to help your children grow. From our side, I can confidently say that we have tried our best, and we are giving back to you, your children, I guess, in a much better shape. Thank you for joining. Welcome to and all the very dear faculty members. As I mentioned, you put in so much of effort, so much of your time and talent, your energy. You dedicate your life in forming a new generation. All my dear faculty members, appreciation and welcome to Abhinandhanam 26. You got to put much better clap for them, okay? And all my amazing non-teaching and ministerial staff for all the support that you extend, and also for being present on this occasion. All my non-teaching ministerial staff, welcome to this graduation ceremony. And I guess after all that, my very own dear children, my graduating batch of 2026 of both the UG and PG, as I mentioned, please know that we sincerely love you. We care for you. We appreciate you. We acknowledge all the wonderful things that you have done in the campus during the last 2 to 3 years. You have been amazing kids. You've been very generous. You've been very generous with yourself, with this campus, in your dedication, in your commitment. You have reached this very important milestone. All that I would like to tell you is, once again, you are an amazing crowd, and we love you. Today we celebrate not just your degree, we celebrate your growth, your perseverance, your hard work, your commitment. I would tell you, as you move out of this campus, Paul's College, please hold on to, please cherish those wonderful values that you have learned. Values of respect, love, care, empathy, inclusivity, compassion, forgiveness, all those wonderful values that you have learned, you have lived on this campus. Please carry on them as you move out of this campus. And once again, I will tell you, St. Paul's College will always remain open for you whenever you need to come by. Because once you are a Paulite, you are a Paulite forever. Welcome every one of you to this Abhinandhanam 26. Bigger round of applause. You deserve it, because you've been such amazing kids. Once a Paulite, you are a Paulite forever. Once again, congratulations and welcome to this Abhinandhanam 26. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Father, for that heartfelt and warm welcome. Leadership is the capacity to translate vision into reality. Warren Bennis. We now have the honor of receiving the chairman's address from Reverend Father Dr. Joseph T.C. Under his visionary stewardship, St. Paul's College has continued to uphold its founding mission of holistic education rooted in faith, service, and excellence. His tireless commitment to the growth of this institution has been an enduring source of inspiration for every member of this community. We respectfully invite Reverend Father Dr. Joseph T.C. to address us. Over to you, dear Father.
Respected Chief Guest Srimati Padmaja, all other dignitaries on the dais, faculty members of St. Paul's College, the parents and dear ones of the students who are graduating, and above all, my dear graduating students. A very good morning to all of you. I don't say warm good morning because it will be already becoming warm. Today, this auditorium echoes with one resounding word. As you already heard, congratulations, congratulations. That will be echoing continuously in this auditorium today. What a privilege it is to stand before you and celebrate this remarkable milestone. That is the moment when all those deadlines, late night study sessions, assignments, group projects, all these finally pay off. I want you to know that the entire St. Paul's family, that is the management, faculty, and staff, are immensely proud of you. You arrived here with ambition, uncertainty, excitement, and perhaps only a vague idea of where your lecture halls would be located. Today, you leave not merely with qualifications, but with resilience, friendships, cherished memories, and that comes from overcoming challenges. College is about far more than examinations and grades. It is about discovering who you are, learning how to think critically, how to adapt, and how to keep moving forward even when life does not go according to plan. And if the past few years have taught us anything, it is that adaptability is one of the greatest strengths a person can possess. Among the most valuable things you take with you today, values you imbibed during your years at St. Paul's College. Freedom, justice, democracy, secularism, respect for others, and above all, a commitment to building a more humane and inclusive society. St. Paul's has certainly widened your horizons. You can no longer remain confined within the narrow domestic walls of parochialism. You are citizens of the world today. At this moment, I am reminded of a few lines from our college anthem, which we have been singing. A new brand of citizens groomed here at St. Paul's. We come to build bridges between castes, communities, and creeds. Yes, my dear friends, you are bridge builders between castes, communities, and creeds. That's the most urgent role we need to play in our country today. So this is your pledge, and be faithful to it. As you step into the next chapter of your lives, remember this. Success is not measured only by titles, salaries, or achievements. It is measured by kindness, integrity, curiosity, and the positive impact you have on the lives of others. So, graduates, the future before you is filled with possibilities. Some of you already know exactly where your path leads. Others are still discovering it. Both are perfectly all right. Life is rarely a straight road, and often the unexpected detours become the most meaningful parts of the journey. As chairman of this college, and on behalf of the entire St. Paul's family, I thank you for the energy, talent, and spirit you have brought into this institution. You will always remain a part of this family, and we will continue to cheer you on wherever life takes you. Congratulations, Class 2026. Go forward with courage, compassion, and confidence in yourself. Thank you, and congratulations once again.
Thank you, dear Father, for your warm and kind words of appreciation. A person's story is the map of where they are going, as said by Oprah Winfrey. Every distinguished guest brings with them a story worth telling. We now invite Dr. Prashant V, Head of the Department of Journalism and Mass Communication, to introduce our chief guest for the day, a leader whose journey will inspire, motivate, and challenge our graduates as they embark on their own paths ahead. Dear sir, please come.
Respected dignitaries on the dais of the dais, proud parents and my dear students, it is my privilege to introduce our esteemed chief guest for today, Ms. Padmaja PT. Ms. Padmaja PT is a qualified chartered accountant and an accomplished finance leader with more than 21 years of rich, remarkable career journey with Price Waterhouse, where she led large-scale statutory audit across listed companies, manufacturing organization, IT sector, building a strong foundation in finance, accounting, and leadership. She later joined Amazon India, where she played a vital role in shaping finance reporting, compliance, operational accounting, audit, and regulatory implementation across Indian entities. Her contribution to automation, acquisition, and business expansion reflect her commitment to innovation and operational excellence. Today, Ms. Padmaja serves as the Group Finance Controller, Vice President of Tata Electronics, where she leads end-to-end accounting, and dynamic shared service team with exceptional dedication and vision. Beyond her corporate achievements, she is a passionate advocate for diversity, equity, inclusion, and mentorship. Through her association with Pragati Foundation, she has always been contributing meaningfully towards empowering differently abled artists by creating platforms that celebrate their talent and creativity. Our inspiring professional journey, balanced leadership, style and commitment to social impact make her an exemplary role model for our graduating students. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in extending a warm and heartfelt welcome to Ms. Padmaja M. And I request the dignitaries on the dais to felicitate her. Thank you, dignitaries. Ma'am, I request you to address the gathering.
Good morning, everyone. Am I audible? More than a yes, yes. Good morning. I would really like to thank Father Joseph, Father Thomas, other dignitaries who are there on the dais, Dr. Prashant, for having me in this today special occasion. I'm really, really honored to be a part of this special day of yours. Not just an honor, it also gets me nostalgic because it takes me down my memory lane probably 20 or 22 years back when I graduated with a lot of dreams in my eyes and hope to do better for myself and of course do better for the society in general. So thank you so much for having me here. I can understand what most of you are going through. It's more to do with, a sense of relief, obviously because, you have gone through long exams, assignments, last minute doubt, last minute preparation. I'm sure it must be a big sigh of relief for all of you. Of course, there's a lot of excitement since you are entering the world, which probably is quite unknown for you at this point of time. But trust me, all you need to have is faith and have belief in yourself that you will just find a way out for yourself in this corporate world. When I kind of graduated 20 or 22 years back, there was always a myth that once you graduate, you should have everything sorted in life. That means to say, you have your life plan, you have your career goal, you know what to do with your life. But trust me, I don't think that's true. Even when I'm 43 currently, I'm still at crossroads in my life as to, deciding whether I'm in the right path and I'm doing the right thing. While I, at my age, can kind of, pass it over saying going through midlife crisis, but I think it's quite common for all of you to go through that kind of doubt, confusion, and, thinking whether you're in the right path. But trust me, it's absolutely okay for you to kind of go through this kind of confusion dilemma. It's very common for you to have or be a part of this crossroads because like Father Joseph mentioned, life is full of ups and downs. You actually come across unexpected opportunities, and at the same time, you also come across unexpected failures. But that doesn't mean you have to give up. All you have to have is faith in yourself, faith in God, and embrace the fear the way it comes through rather than running away from your responsibilities and accountability, right? So what is, probably I can help with some personal anecdotes of mine or people who were around me. Right? So some of them were very sorted, right? When they graduated, they were very clear what they want to do in life and they had put their entire life plan. Some of them kind of changed gears during, after 10 years into corporate life. Some of them just hang up their boots after 40 years in larger, pension to kind of address their own calling to serve the society. So the reason I'm calling out all these things is it's absolutely okay for you to shift gears, to change gears, as long as it's important that you are focused, you have the right intention, you have the discipline to do the things, as well as being agile to what life throws at you. Because, all of us learn from our mistakes, and life is a never ending process. It's not an event. Graduation is just your stepping stone, but it is just the first step for the long life which you guys need to lead. So embrace as much as possible, learn, dream big, learn from your mistakes, and always face life with a big smile, because to talk in your Gen Z language, you always need to manifest what you want, isn't it? So being a millennial, I'll try to kind of keep it more relatable to you. But having said that, you guys have got something really right. That is manifestation, being positive, putting out your ask to the universe, which end of the day, I'm sure it's going to respond in the exact amount and frequency at which you're actually passing out to the universe. Another important aspect which you guys need to be careful about is the social media. Social media is absolutely fantastic, but at the same time, it's extremely dangerous. There is one day you see someone who's happily vacationing in some fancy remote part of the world. There's someone buying a fancy car. There's someone, who's trying to create their own content. All of this looks very glamorous at the instance, but having said that, no one posts their insecurity on social media. Each one of us are human beings at the end of the day. While it might look like we are sorted out on the facade, all of us have our own insecurities. All of us have, our own kind of confusions. It's absolutely okay for you to embrace whatever is your true character, because that's what builds you. That's what helps you, build your own integrity. Don't get carried away when you see all of these things in social media. You always need to be careful what you need to absorb and what is something which you can give it a pass. And also please learn how to stay offline. Digital detox is a need of the hour. While most of the time we are scrolling on our phones, it's also important that we give ourselves a break from all of this and spend time in order to build some kind of human connect, as well as spend time with your friends, because not all memories are pulled out from your phone gallery, isn't it? You need to spend time with them, go on a road trip, do things which you really enjoy, because those are the moments which will always stay in your life rather than, what is archived in your phone at the end of the day. The trends today are, of course, changing faster than your college assignments. So is it important for you to be a part of the trend? You need to choose, right? It is fine to explore, but it is not necessary that you have to be a part of every single trend what you see. It's important for you, and probably over a bit of time and with a little bit of experience and maturity, you will realize what your calling is. So it's important that you identify what you are, what your calling is, and then kind of, align yourself to the so-called trend so that you fit in naturally rather than, force fitting yourself into this entire circus which is going on in the social media at this point of time. So be open to explore, because one day you might want to be an entrepreneur, the other day you want to be a content creator, the third day you want to make a lot of money and invest in crypto. Anything is fine. Explore, but come back. I'm not trying to give a message that you can keep wandering everywhere because that's the way the world currently is. It's extremely important to identify what you relate to. Having said that, come back, have your fire in the belly, identify what resonates with you and your core, and then please really work hard towards your dreams and goals, because that's how you can make yourself proud, you can make your parents proud, you can make your teachers and faculties who really worked so hard to kind of shape your lives at a very nascent stage of your life. With that, probably I will not kind of give you a lot of lecture, but uh, think me as a friend who has probably seen a bit more life than what you guys have seen. Be curious, because in the ever-changing, fast world, curiosity is key. Technology is changing, the trends are changing, and you absolutely have to be, abreast of all these technological changes. And that's possible only if you are curious, only if you have an open mind in order to learn all these things which are coming up. Because what was relevant 6 months back might not be relevant today. In the fast changing technological world, you just need to have your foot on a lot of things. So be very curious, because it's important to be a student throughout your life. It is not just, fine, I've done my graduation, I'll do my, probably post-graduation, I'll get a job. But trust me, you are like an open book and you have an open attitude to learn things, it gets very difficult for you to find your footing in this world. Be kind, be compassionate. There are already multiple critics in this world who are trying to pull you down. So it's extremely important that you are kind. Kindness need not necessarily be that, you kind of shell out lakhs of rupees, or, you do something very fancy or materialistic. Even a person who earns 100 rupees can always be kind by donating 10 to 15 rupees, right? It's a large thing. It's very important to be kind. It's very important to do something better for the people who are around you. How much ever we run in corporate, how much ever you kind of, materialistic things, end of the day, what gives you 100% satisfaction and happiness is, when you really help people who are in need. So please, it's a request, make it a part of your living that you do something for the society, you do something for the community, or do something for someone so that you see a smile on their face. You have to be a reason for someone, making a life a better place for someone who really needs it. So this is a very key aspect, and please be kind and try to be a part of community. In this whole corporate rat race, once you get into this world, it's very common that, you tend to get carried away with a lot of things, but try to have a hobby. In this world where everything is digital, where you have to hang out in cafes and, your idea of fun is different, please try to have a hobby. Hobby will always help you de-stress. It will bring you back to your core, because you will be able to understand what you truly like and what you truly do. With that, I would really like to thank the parents who are over here, because they are the ones who have always encouraged you, who have guided you and pushed you when you absolutely didn't like pushing you. But be thankful to them, because you're here because of them. Thank you, parents, for all your guidance and support. Thank you for all the faculty members, for the teachers, because they are the ones who are spending day and night in order to shape your career, to shape your future. You might not realize their importance today, but trust me, after 10 years back, or probably after a few years, you look back and see, you will really cherish whatever they told you, because probably at this point of time, whatever is being told to you might sound like, yarn, but then, trust me, they are the ones who have really shaped you to this stage. So thank you all the teachers and faculties who are here. With that, congratulations to you all, the graduating class of 2026. Heartiest congratulations. Whether you go for work, whether your next step is, studying next next, whatever your post-graduation is, whether you want to start something on your own or you want to take a break to figure out what you want to do with your life. All the very best. Trust me, have faith in yourself, be curious, because dream big and learn from your mistakes and go kiss the world at this point of time. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for such a rich message. To quote from her, thank you so much for reminding our dear graduates about being curious, about detoxifying from media, and also about taking time and thinking about your calling. Beyond all, thank you so much for reminding us, reminding all of us to be kind. Thank you so much for your heartwarming words, ma'am. Education is the most powerful weapon you can use to change the world. We have now arrived at the most anticipated moment of the celebration, the distribution of certificates to the graduating students of the batch 2023 to 2026. This is not merely the conferring of a document. It is the formal recognition of years of effort, sacrifice, and achievement. Our dignitaries will now proceed to present certificates to each graduate. Graduates are kindly requested to come forward in an orderly manner as your names are called. Please step forward with dignity, receive your certificate graciously, and return to your seats to allow your fellow graduates the same moment of honor. I take this opportunity to request our dearest chief guest to come forward and honor our graduates. From the graduated batch of MA students, Rohit Ricky. I also request our beloved principal, Reverend Father Thomas, dear chairman, and the dignitaries on the dais to join for honoring the students. Evelyn Charamayan, Erica Martins, Erica Martins, Rakhi Divedi, Rakhi Divedi, Jennifer T, Shyam Yavich, John Boklan, Rakhi Divedi on stage. The students, let us put our hands together for the graduating batch. Jennifer T, dear students and the media team, please ensure that you move this procedure a little fast. Shyam Yavich, Shyam Yavich on the stage, followed by John, John Boklan, moving to the MSc students. First on stage we have Prapti Jyotish Darwang. Let us put our hands together for each graduating batch. Prapti Jyotish Darpa, Manvi Chaku, Manvi Chaku, Varsha Yaman, Varsha Yaman, Shirley Babbitt Suting, followed by Alina James, Shirley Babbitt Suting, Alina James, Vincent Walter, Devananda Mahesh, Kesia B. Suresh. On stage we have Vincent Walter, Devananda Mahesh, Sagar Singh, Harsha M, followed by Harsha, Fatima, Harshai, students, you can put your hands together. Harsha Vai, Tamaris LVMS, followed by Akshay Age. With that, we conclude the MA is graduating BA batch. And Ajay, let us put our hands together for the third BA class. Anthony Sanjay A, Vinay R, Vinay R. Congratulations, Vinay, three of you. Ramitha B, Ramitha B. So proud of you, Ramitha. Nohan R, Nohan R. Proud of you, Nohan. Ganvi R, congrats. And proud of you, Ganvi. Purvi Khandelwal. So proud of you, dear Purvi. Nikita L. Mughali. Nikita L. Mughali. Proud of you, dear Nikita, for your great achievement on this day. Let's put our hands together. So proud of you, dear Nikita. Manjunath BR. Manjunath BR. Congrats, Manjunath. Great job. Prajwal Yemen. Congrats, dear. Proud of you. Arya Yasan. Proud of you, Arya. Great job. Proud of you, dear Shrishta. Jay Shri. Next on stage we have Asher Nainan. So proud of you, dear Asher. Congratulations. Great job. Let us put our hands together for Claudio Fernandez. Great job, Claudio. Thank you for showing up. Good job, Claudio. Kurit Olaine. Congrats, Kurit. Great job done. Jatin Singh B. Congrats, Jatin. So proud of you. Next on stage we have Angel from 3rd BA. With that we conclude the graduated students of 3rd BA. Moving on to the 3rd BSc class.
Thank you, dear ma'am. I now request our principal, Reverend Dr. Father N.J., and our administrator, Father Ronnie Lewis, to confer the graduating certificates. Thank you, dear Father. I request all the parents not to come forward and take the photos, as well as the students. Next on stage, Punit M. Shanti. Maunaji. Vikas MS. Jigneya Reyes. Usha P. Zayed Pathan PK. Congratulations, Zayed. Maithili N. Darshan S. J. Charles Branson. Daiju S. Roshan Anto D. Subhash M. Punit R. Suraj Gaba S. L. Pooja. Congratulations, dear students. Maulia S. A big round of applause for all the graduating students. Elikeri Bhumika. Vidya P.A. Shashil Yadav Y.N. Shri R. Please give our students a big round of applause. Yashasvi. Harish Gowda A. Rohini Ram. Nitin M. Ashrita S. Deepak M. Sharan Prasad V. Kannan S. Thank you, dear fathers. I now request our chairman, Reverend Father Joseph T.C. and Dr. Babu V. to confer the certificates to the batch of students of BCA. Ashrita D. Please give a big round of applause for the graduating students. Deepika M.V. Bursu Harshita. Hania Tazeen I. Varsha G. Sai Chetan P.S. R. Alita. Govardhan P.A. Disha D. Darshan S. Samraj C. Robinson J. P.R. Adarsh. Olivia Vellachalil Shibu. Madan M. Suraj Prasad. Jidendra N. Silvani. Aryan Gowda D.M. Aditya S.N. Chirag K.R. Kavishri T.S. Varshit S.N. Mahalakshmi G. S.V. Karthikeyan. Dil Saju. Ibn R. Sugadan. Pavani M. Rizwana Parveen K. Please give a big round of applause for our graduating students. Martin Chaco. I now request Reverend Father Dr. Thomas M.J. to confer the graduating certificate to his own nephew, Donald Matthew. A big round of applause for Donald Matthew, receiving the graduating certificate from his uncle, Reverend Father Dr. Thomas M.J. Thank you, dear Father. I now request our dear Chief Guest to continue conferring the degree certificates. I request our dear Chief Guest to continue conferring the graduating certificates. I request Dr. Shailaja M. to accompany her. Continuing with the class of BCA, Albin Bijou. Pooja S. Durga Devi S. Devashri D. Rohit K. Chai N. Ruchita R. Janavi N.I. Lisha Malik. Bhavya S.K. Mohammed Naufal Jakaria. Muhammad Nafi M.K. Nandana M.J. Joyce Mary J. Lavanya R. Shri Usha. Suhas Gowda R. Madhusudanan V. Ashrita T. Raghavi Naidu. M.B. Shivashankar. Thank you, dear dignitaries. I now request Reverend Father Ronnie Lewis, our administrator, and Dr. Prashant to accompany him.
From third BCom, we have Tejasvi R. Tejasvi R.